PrepEve, where we revolutionize how you prepare for IELTS. We really apologize for not being able to post videos for the last 2 days, but we were really occupied in preparing for the seminar that we are conducting on this Sunday in Chandigarh. So if you haven't registered yet, we request you to do it as soon as possible so that the arrangements can be made. Coming to today's lecture, today's focus would be on coherence and cohesion. So let's begin. The second parameter on which your writings are assessed is coherence and cohesion. What in fact is coherence? Coherence is the flow of your writing. Your ideas should be logically organized, appropriately sequenced in paragraphs, which makes your essay easy to understand and follow. So this is what forms your coherence part. You have to write down your ideas in logically organized manner in a proper sequence in paragraphs, which is obvious by now, so that the reader finds it easy to understand and follow, right? Now, in our task response with every kind of directive and question, we have also discussed the structure or how we create the coherence when it comes to that particular kind of question. So today's lecture is not going to be something that is going to blow your mind because we have already discussed about it. We will just review it in a generic manner. We will just discuss the possible structure or the possible way we can frame our paragraphs or frame our essay so that our ideas are organized properly, appropriately sequenced in paragraphs, so that it is easier for the reader or our examiner to understand and assess us, right? So it's basically the flow of your writing. The flow of your writing should be flawless. When the person is reading your essays or letters, they should not get stuck in between. When they are reading, they can thoroughly go through the entire 250 words without any break or pauses, without any confusion, without getting stuck. Oh my god, what is this? What have they written? So that sort of a feeling should not come in your assessor or IELTS examiner. So this is what makes your essay logically organized and sequenced so that it is easier for them to assess. How do we sequence our essays? We have a question. There is no point in wasting our time on repeating the things that we have already discussed. So I would request you to watch the previous videos of all the directives which come under the task response parameter to understand how do we structure our essays. Still, I would give you a possible structure. This is a possible structure. This is not mandatory for you. So you can follow it if you want to. You can follow your own version. That's your choice. But this is a possible structure. You have a question. How do you write your introduction? The first paragraph, this is how you have to think. Introduction. After you read the question, the first thing you have to write is your introduction, which by now, if you have been following our videos regularly, you would know that you have to paraphrase and then write the outline sentence, and if need be, you can also write the thesis statement. So the thesis statement is only written in case of opinion questions. In case the question asks you about your opinion, that's the only time you write the thesis statement. Otherwise, you have to paraphrase and write the outline sentence. I hope I'm clear so far. After that, for example, it's a question that asks you to tell the advantages and disadvantages of nuclear energy. Okay, how would you address this question? You can make two body paragraphs. In the body paragraph 1, you will tell the advantages. In the body paragraph 2, you will tell the disadvantages. Each of your paragraphs has a topic sentence or a central controlling idea. You can have more than one ideas if you can think of. If you cannot think of enough ideas, you can support your first statement with examples. So here you have a controlling idea. Controlling idea is to be supported with examples, with supporting statements, or with statements from your very own experiences. So your examples can be factual, can be imaginary, and can also come from your personal experiences. Similarly, disadvantages also you repeat the same thing. You give your controlling idea 1, you can also give your controlling idea 2. Each of these ideas has to be supported with the supporting statement or explanatory statement that they explain the topic sentence or the controlling idea, and that can be followed by the examples or the factual information. Ultimately, we write the conclusion and we end our essay. This is in case of an essay. However, in case of a letter, we begin with dear, then it is followed by the reason of writing the letter, first bullet point, second bullet point, and third bullet point. Then you end it with yours faithful. What in fact is cohesion and how is it different from coherence? Cohesion refers to linking words. I am pretty sure you must have heard about them by now. These words help in connecting paragraphs, connecting different ideas, and also connecting sentences or parts of sentences. So these connectors give connection to your essay. It gives a flow to your essay. So it is very necessary or mandatory to use connectors or linking words to create cohesion in your essays. Okay, so this is cohesion, this is coherence. Now when you start reading your question, essay question or letter question, first thing is to understand how will you structure your answer. What will you write in the first paragraph, what will you write in the second paragraph, how your introduction would be, what your conclusion would be like. So you have to logically organize your essay or letter. There should be logic in it. You cannot, for example, there is a question of advantages and disadvantages. There is a topic given to you and you have to tell the advantages and disadvantages. What do? Do you write randomly advantages and disadvantages one after the another alternatively? I guess not. You devote one single paragraph to the advantages and the next paragraph to disadvantages. This is called logical organization of your essay. This is how you logically organize your essay. If they have asked you advantages, you cannot go about in one advantage, one disadvantage, second advantage, second disadvantage. You have to write them together so that it makes more sense, and the sequence here is what matters. So the sequence should be advantages in one paragraph and disadvantages in the other paragraph. This is how your essay would be organized logically as well as sequenced appropriately. This is the sequence, right? Advantages followed by disadvantages, and in the beginning you have your introduction and in the end you have your conclusion, right? In paragraphs, so these are paragraphs, right? We have written 4 paragraphs. One of them is introduction, the other is conclusion, and then we have 2 body paragraphs. So we suffice this need as well, and ultimately if we do these 3 things along with writing the linking words, using linking words or connectors to connect our paragraphs, between these paragraphs if we use connectors it would give a better flow, and if we use connectors between sentences, within sentences and between 2 sentences, then again it would increase the cohesion of our essay or our letter. Doing all these would help us score better in this particular parameter, which carries a weightage of 25%. I hope I am clear. You have to logically organize your answer. To do so, you have to give 5 minutes in the beginning of your essay as well as your letter. In case of letter, you don't need that much time. You can spend 1 to 2 minutes to think of how you will be addressing the particular topic and how you will be writing down the answer. In case of the essay, it's important to read the question at least twice or thrice to understand what the question is asking, then think about how you would structure your answer. So we have discussed all the different types of structures for different directives in our previous videos. So you can go watch those videos, but still in this particular video I would give you a possible structure, which is yet again your introduction. Then if you are asked advantages and disadvantages, you can have your body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, and then your conclusion, right? So this is similar to the previous videos. There's nothing new that I've told. Once you do this, you should understand what you will be writing in each of these paragraphs. In the introduction, you have to paraphrase and write the outline sentence. In the body paragraph 1, you should be writing your advantages. In your body paragraph 2, you should be writing your disadvantages. This is how you logically sequence them properly, and in the conclusion, you wind up your answer. This is how you deal with any of the essays, and do and also follow these things so that it's easier for the examiner to understand and follow your ideas, and there's a clear train of thought that is shown in your answers. So in your body paragraphs, you can write one topic sentence. Topic sentence, what are topic sentences? These are simple sentences which are written in the beginning of your paragraphs to introduce a new idea. Topic sentences are also called controlling ideas, as I've mentioned in our previous videos. So topic sentence should be followed by examples, which can be your personal experiences or facts from or evidences from a book or internet that you have heard or seen. So you can support your topic sentence or controlling idea with your personal experiences, evidences from different books, or any fact that you have read in a newspaper or heard from somewhere. Similarly, you do the same thing with your body paragraph 2. Yet again, somebody asked me in one of these sessions yesterday that, ma'am, is it important to just write one idea in one paragraph and then we just have to elaborate it, or can we write 2 or 3 ideas in a single paragraph? You can do either of them. What you have to understand is that in one body paragraph, the set of ideas that you introduce should be similar to the idea that the paragraph is holding. The set of ideas should be similar in nature. For example, you can give 3 advantages in your first body paragraph, it would be completely fine. Even if you want to give 3 ideas, but you mismatch it with one advantage, one disadvantage, one advantage again, that does not make one set of similar ideas, and it also logic gets ruined here. So you get disorganized when it comes to the logic. So it's important to organize your essay in such a way that there's coherence, in the sense you would introduce the same set of ideas in one paragraph and move on to the next paragraph only when you have to switch to a different contrasting idea. Right? So this is how we address our coherence and cohesion. Cohesion, yet again, I'll get in detail with it in the next slide. Let's now understand how we can use connecting or linking words. Use pronouns to refer. Whenever you're writing a statement and you want to refer to the person that you have already referred before, instead of using their name again, you can use pronouns. Doing that would enhance the cohesion in your sentence. So this would enhance the cohesion in your sentence as well as between 2 sentences. Let's read the example. Firstly, this again is a linking word. Firstly, I am very happy to receive this award. Additionally, I would like to thank my colleagues. Without them, I would not be standing here accepting this. So these are the 4 linking words that we can see. Firstly and additionally are the 2 of them which you might be aware of. But why are them and this said to be enhancing the cohesion of your essay? Instead of writing colleagues again, you have referred to them as them, okay, without them. Here the them refers to the colleagues, right? So this is how you're increasing the cohesion in your own essay sentences. Firstly, I am very happy to receive this award. Additionally, I would like to thank my colleagues. Without them, I would not be standing here accepting this. Now, this refers to the award, right? To the award. So, this is how these 4 lines are connected to each other. This goes back to this place, right? So, now you see the connection. Firstly, you're happy. So, it shows your happiness. Additionally, you are added to the first sentence that, so since you are adding to the first sentence, there is a connection between these 2 sentences. Instead of starting straight away from I would like to thank, using additionally gives a connection between these 2 sentences. Additionally, I would like to thank my colleagues. Without them, so here yet again there is a connection within the sentence. This was inter sentence, now it is within the sentence. I would not be standing here accepting this, and this refers to obviously the award, which yet again refers to the first sentence. So this is how the cohesion of these 4 lines, or actually these 2 lines, is increasing. So whenever you have to refer to something that you have already said or written in your essay or in your letters, you can refer to them using pronouns, which could be in this example them and this. This refers to your colleagues and this refers to this refers to your award. So this is how pronouns help in linking your sentences. Let's take a quick recap and understand the difference between coherence and cohesion. When it comes to coherence, your examiner is looking for logically organized ideas in an appropriate sequence in your essay. This can be fulfilled by using paragraphs. Not only this, your ideas should be logical in nature, which means you cannot use imaginary and made up ideas which have no sense in real life. Secondly, they have to be organized properly in a proper and appropriate sequence. For example, in advantages and disadvantages kind of question, you have to club your ideas together when it comes to advantages and start disadvantages in an absolutely different paragraph, not repeating yourself time and again by subsequently writing advantages, disadvantages, advantages, disadvantages alternatively. So you have to organize them in a proper sequence, which means advantages should come together and disadvantages should come together. So this is your coherence. Coherence enables in appropriate and easy understandability of the essay. Coherence helps in a good flow and also enables the examiner or reader to understand your essay better. When it comes to cohesion, cohesion gives a good connection between your sentences, between your paragraphs, as well as within one single sentence. And I have showed you how you can use linking words in 2 separate sentences using substitution, and also how you can use pronouns and enhance the linking or the cohesion of your sentences.